Greetings. My name is James, and I'm the person behind the Reentry USA page on Facebook. I want to take a few moments to thank all of you for visiting and liking the page, and to tell you something about my vision for the page. I went to prison my one and only time 38 years ago, and served 30 years for a botched robbery that morphed into a homicide. During my time in prison, I saw a virtually countless number of other prisoners who left prison only to ultimately return. I couldn't fathom why or how anyone could experience prison, get out of prison, and then come back to prison. That just didn't compute for me. I was living for the day when I could walk out of prison as a free man again, and so many others just couldn't seem to stay out once they left. When I finally did get out of prison and return to my home community in Cleveland, however, I began to understand why so many folks returned regularly to prison. While it felt great to have my freedom back and reconnect with family and friends, the personal reality of the stigma of my criminal background soon assaulted my consciousness. Neither my educational achievements in prison, I had completed a bachelor's degree, nor the polished communication and people skills I had developed over the course of that 30-year bid seemed to matter to potential employers. They just weren't feeling me. That exclusion from the opportunity to work rocked me at my core. I began to see reentry through a new set of eyes. I became more acutely aware of the heroic struggle of so many of us who fight the good fight to transform and rebuild our lives after criminal mistakes, most often to fail in that virtually superhuman challenge. I began to understand the magnitude of the difficulties all too common in the reentry experience. I also came to this seminal conclusion. None of us can completely overcome the obstacles to successful reentry as individuals. We need a movement for us and by us. Reentry USA on Facebook will contribute to the development of a social and political movement among persons striving to overcome past criminal mistakes, to coalesce and leverage our collective voice and action in our common interest. Our experience tempts us to believe that we have no voice and no power to change the status quo. Reentry USA on Facebook calls upon you to reject that temptation. On this page, you will stay abreast of developments in reentry around the USA. You will learn about the life-changing work of determined citizens everywhere to increase opportunities for people like you and me to totally overcome our past mistakes. Knowledge creates power. Reentry USA will increase your knowledge of the efforts of others and feed your sense of possibility in your own life. Thank you for your support for this work. Please continue to like and share our posts, and feel free to comment on the page when something here particularly moves you. This is about us. Take ownership of the responsibility that we share to never surrender to the past, but to build a better future for us and ours. Oh, and don't forget to invite all of your Facebook friends to like our page too.